Go back.
Huh?
Try back a little bit. You had something there. There.
Right there.
You hear? Right there.
Yep.
That's it.
All right, 1221.46. That's well within the L band.
Check off axis.
Uh-huh. On it. It's not in the neighborhood. There it is, J1741 plus 2748. Catalog November 4th, 1982. Pulsar. Well, I don't know, it must have been a glitch in the timings what threw me. Must have been a start quick.
I think it's great that you listened. Most people don't do that anymore.
Nah, it's just an old habit. You know, it makes it feel more real. So. Ellie.
Ken Clark.
Hey.
They said you've been up at Owens Valley working under Drumlin. How'd you like him? That much, and about what I'd expect after what he had to say about you.
No, what was that?
That you are brilliant, driven, major pain in the ass, and obsessed with a field of study that he considers tantamount to professional suicide.
Anything else?
Those were the highlights. Davio, Dr. Vernon, Dr. Arroway.
Hey, hi there.
How you doing?
Good.
And I believe you've already met our tireless research assistant, Mr. Fisher.
Yep.
Here,
Well, this is Cologne. Rick's looking at the black hole at the center of M87. Eli's studying Markarian 541, a major gamma ray source. And Dr. Arroway here will be spending her precious telescope time listening for
Little green men. One down. Couple billion to go. Gracias. Elena, una cerveza también, por favor.
Arecibo, right?
Does it show?
Yeah. Craig Jack?
No, no thanks.
Want to press it down?
Sure.
I hear the locals, they call it El Radar. It looks it has some dark military purpose.
I think we're pretty harmless.
Palmer Jones.
Ellie, you're away. Hey.
Nice to meet you, Ellen. What are you studying up there?
Well, the usual. Nebulae, quasars, pulsars, stuff like that. What are you writing?
The usual. Nouns, adverbs, adjective here and there.
I work on a project called the SETI.
Search for extraterrestrial intelligence? Wow. And that is out there.
Wait, are you a student or something?
I'm a writer. I'm writing a book. Been doing research. Just about how technology affects third world cultures. I'm also looking with this guy, David Drumlin. He's the new head honcho of the National Science Foundation. I'm trying to get an interview with him. I take it you know him?
Mm-hmm. You could say that.
SETI, man. I think that's fringe. Crossed paths with this guy before. I mean, something like that must really chap his ass, huh? Help us. For you, Al.
You better keep this. Might save your life someday.
Will you have dinner with me tonight?
I don't make a very good research subject. I'm just not very quotable.
No quotes. No quotes. Just got something. Just good meal, good company.
I gotta go. But Drummond's coming in this Tuesday.
Desk job.
Dr. Drummond, how are you?
Glad you can make it, David.
I know it's going to take 3 planes and not a reconsidered.
How is that new office?
Oh, I'm still settling in. Of course, they already want to take half my budget to go to the Pentagon. Ellie, still waiting for ET to call? Well, I understand we're having a little reception.
Good to see you too.
Uh-oh, looks like it's gonna be a long night.
Science must first and foremost be accountable to the people who are paying for it, the taxpayers. We need to stop wasting money on pie-in-the-sky abstractions and start spending on practical, measurable ways to improve the lives of the people who are, after all, footing the bill.
Not unlike my L-band globular clusters.
Wait, you're saying you want to do away with all pure research now?
What's wrong with science being practical? Even profitable?
Nothing. As long as your motive is the search for truth, which is exactly what the pursuit of science is.
Oh, that's a rather interesting position coming from a man on a crusade against the evils of technology. Father Joss?
I'm not against technology, Doctor. I'm against the men who deify it at the expense of human truth.
Kent, been meaning to have a word with you. Over here, please.
Yeah, I'll just...
I think that hurt my chances with that interview. What do you think?
You're a priest?
No, not really. I got my master's in divinity. Then I dropped out of seminary and went off to do some secular humanitarian work, coordinating the efforts of third world churches. Couldn't live with the whole celibacy thing. You could call me a man of the cloth. Without the cloth.
Want to get out of here? All right, you see that sort of large W-shaped constellation right there? That's Cassiopeia. And Cassiopeia A gives off a whole lot of radio signals. I actually listen to them a lot. It's a remnant of a supernova.
When did you know you wanted to be an astronomer?
Well, when I was about 8 years old, I was watching the sunset, and I asked my dad, "What's that bright star over there?" And he said that it wasn't really a star at all. It was actually
That's not a star, that's a planet.
a whole planet called Venus,
That's planet Venus.
which should be over there, son. He said, "You know why they called it Venus? Because they thought it was so beautiful and glowing. But what they didn't know is that it's filled with deadly gases and sulfuric acid rain." Ow, I thought, this is it. I'm hooked. Yeah, there are 400 billion stars out there, just in our galaxy alone. If only one out of a million of those have planets, all right, and if just one out of a million of those had life, and if just one out of a million of those had intelligent life, there would be literally millions of civilizations out there.
Well, if there wasn't, it'd be an awful waste of space.
Amen.
Looking at the sky. And then I felt something. All I know is that I wasn't alone. And for the first time in my life, I wasn't scared of nothing. Not even dying.
Not even that.
It was God.
And there's no chance that you had this experience because some part of you needed to have it?
I mean, I'm a reasonably intelligent guy with this. No, this, my intellect, it couldn't even touch this. No.
I've been to Sunday school 3 times.
Uh-huh. And?
Well, I kept asking all these really annoying questions like, All right, then, where did Mrs. Kane come from? And pretty soon they called my dad and they asked him if he wouldn't mind just keeping me home from now.
Your dad. Is it this guy?
Yeah.
You're close to him, aren't you?
Yeah, I was. He died when I was 9 years old. I never got to know my mother.
I'm sorry. That's gotta be tough.
Yeah.
Being alone. What do you say? We pack a picnic tomorrow morning and hike up to Mount Arecibo.
I don't think I can. I gotta work.
All right, how about dinner then? Tomorrow night, I know a great dive.
I don't think so.
Ellie, did I miss something?
Shit, I'm late. Oh, I told Kent that I'd be there at 2:30.
You know, I'm not trying to push you.
No. I'm silly. I've been wanting to look at the search for weeks. Here, just hang out and sleep in, and there's a bunch of food in the fridge.
How can I reach you?
Just leave your number. I'll call you.
Daddy, you're gonna miss it! Dad, there's another one. Hurry up! Oh, there's another one. Come on, hurry up, Dad! Dad? Dad? Daddy? Dad? Dad! I'll get the medicine.
Ellie, I know it's hard to understand this now, but we aren't always meant to know the reasons why things happen the way they do. Sometimes we just have to accept it as God's will.
Should have kept some medicine in the downstairs bathroom. Then I could have gotten to it sooner. CQ. This is W9GFO. Do you copy? Dad, this is Ellie. Come back. This is Eleanor Arroway, transmitting on 14.2 megahertz. Dad, are you there? Come back. Dad. Are you there? Dad, this is Ellie.
Ellen?
Hey, Kent, what are you doing up so early?
I was thinking, we'd make a pretty good team.
What?
We could put together a kick-ass ad hoc study program.
What are you talking about?
You know the very large array in Mexico? It would be a dynamite place to do some
What are you talking about, Kent?
Study work. Someone pulled the plug. We're homeless.
Is it true? How'd you pull the plug?
I know you can't
Did
see
you pull
it
the
now,
plug?
but I'm doing you a favor.
No,
You're
that's
far
great.
too promising a
Great.
scientist to be wasting your gifts on this nonsense.
But I don't consider what could potentially be the most important discovery of the human race nonsense, okay? There's 400 million stars
And
out
only
there.
two
We're not even
probabilities. One, there is intelligent life out there, but it's so far away you'll never contact it in your lifetime. And
You're making a
two,
decision.
there's nothing out there but noble gases and carbon compounds, and you're wasting your time. In the meantime, you won't be published, you won't be taken seriously, and your career will be over before it's begun.
So what? It's my life.
Hey, Kent, you were right. Screw Drummond. All right, we're gonna raise the money ourselves. We're going to Mexico.
Chicago's all stuff. You call me and let me know how it goes. Oh, and I've got some more corporate stocks set up on the East Coast for you. Hey, Fish, did that private investor from Houston ever get back to us?
I'm gonna hit him up on my way to LA.
Hey, try begging for some of that Hollywood money. Why not? They've been making money off of aliens for years, right?
If they're begging is good for the soul.
We'll see about that. Here you go.
Just do me a favor. Try not to be too confrontational.
Huh? Confrontational? Me? What do you mean? Let me just see if I left anything. This is a unique time in our history, in the history of any civilization. It's the moment of the acquisition of technology. That's the moment where contact becomes possible. The Very Large Array in New Mexico is the key to our chances for success. With its 27 linked radio telescopes, we can search more accurately than at any other conventional facility. Now, we've already gotten the preliminary approval to buy the telescope time from the government. Now all we really need is the money.
A nice presentation, though. But while our foundation doesn't mandate to support experimental programs, we must confess that your proposal seems less like science and more like science fiction.
Science fiction. Oh, you're right. It's crazy. In fact, it's even worse than that. Nuts. Here's something really nutty. I heard of a couple guys that want to build something called an airplane. You know, you get people to go in it and they fly around like birds. It's ridiculous, right? Or what about breaking the sound barrier? Or rockets to the moon? Or atomic energy? Or a mission to Mars? Science fiction, right? Look, all I'm asking is for you to just have the tiniest bit of vision. You know, to step back for 1 minute and look at the big picture. To take a chance on something that just might end up being the most profoundly impactful moment for humanity, for the history of history. I'm sorry, I just spent the last 13 months coming to rooms like this and talking to people like you. The truth is, you're my last chance, so I'm sorry I wasted your time.
Doctor, listen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You have your money.
Thank you. Thank you.
Frank, look at the size of that son of a bitch. Welcome back, Dr. C. How'd it go? How's the trip?
I've had better.
Drumlin. What is this? Is this a personal vendetta now?
It's not just Drumlin. There's been enormous pressure from other scientists as well.
It doesn't matter anyway, because Haddon's funding us for another 2 years.
These are government-owned telescopes. They can lease them to whomever they want. And they don't want the High Priestess of the Desert using them anymore.
What?
Staring at static on TV for hours at a time, listening to washing machines? Did you really think these stories wouldn't get
I was
around?
looking for patterns in the chaos. Come on.
It doesn't matter anymore. We're a joke to them. They want us out. We've got 3 months until the paperwork goes through.
Fine. Just start looking for other funding. Or just start writing.
Could you face reality, please? Just this once, Ella. We lost. It's over.
Fine. I'm not stopping. If I have to go it alone, I'll go it alone. I've done it before.
My guest tonight is author and theologian Palmer Joss. He's become a spiritual counselor of sorts and a recent fixture at the White House. God's diplomat, according to the New York Times. His latest book, Losing Faith, is currently #1 on that publication's bestseller list. Thanks for being with us, Mama. You have had quite a ride this last couple of years.
Yeah, I sure have, Larry.
Fish, I was thinking, who would make the best astronomers? I mean, think about it. Who has the perfect symmetry of career and lifestyle?
Science.
I give.
Are you anti-technology? Are you anti-science?
No, not at all. The question that I'm asking is this. Are we happier? As a human race, is the world fundamentally a better place because of science and technology?
We shop at home, we surf the web, but at the same time, we feel emptier, lonelier, and more cut off from each other than at any other time in human history. And we're kind of synthesized society and great big hurry to get
vacations, desperate finance trips to the mall to buy more things that we think are going to fill these holes in our lives. I mean, is it any wonder that we lost our sense of direction?
비타민 C요? 때가 어느 때인데 저는 C 플러스 먹어요. 비타민 C 천리.
너무 잘했어. 이쯤 내가 주시려고.
최근에 시작했어.
유행이랑 너무 맛있어. 궁금한 게 있어요.
내가 형에다 뭔지 알지?
같은 경우에는 초기 보험이 그때 맨날 뭐라 또 이러면서
이대로 사용.
What kind of eyes you talking about? Dr. One. Big one. D. Somebody died and leave it there? 3 more chickens, put it on the table. What is that? You know, I don't like getting hustled by hoping and prayer items. You're not getting in that shape. The pot bet just now went up from 3,000. Now you come on back when you get that rich. You mean to tell me we don't have it? Not the sound. See you soon, Deputy.
I've been quite fine, Mr. Venable, quite fine. But listen, we got a boy down here I think could make an interesting contest for you. Well, now that's quite a bit of money. I don't know if my boy's up to it or not. He's just starting out. His real game's off the green, though. Nobody takes advantage of you Bayou people. We'll be there, Mr. Pentagon. Good talking with you.
So you'll be traveling.
How high?
2,000 George Washington. Is that high enough for you? Gonna pay some bills.
The down at the door, the wolf at the gate shall be held in abeyance. Is that sure, Mr. Cheney?
To go barefoot? I'm gonna get some cigars.
Good to see you again, Mr. Quigley. Now, look at what we did for your little visit.
Oh, this is quite fun.
Maybe you like it.
Now, this is my fiancée, Miss Gayleen Schoonover.
Well, how do?
Does Mr. Pepper?
And you remember Mr. Poe here?
Oh, sure, Mr. Nice to see you again, sir.
That's Cheney. He don't say much.
Well, there's your plan. He ain't gonna say much at all later. It's your flag.
It's better going not ours.
Oh, now, you said he was green. What? Third time out. Man, don't look unfit to me. I guess I'll let my man be judge that. That's it right over there.
He looks like he's up to the mark.
He better be.